Hey guys, Mernush here from Ross IELTS Academy. I'm here today to talk to you about the latest IELTS speaking questions. It is always a good idea to practice different questions and topics before the test. However, you don't need to worry. When we talk to our candidates, many of them tell us that their main concern in speaking is that they don't have a wide range of vocabulary. Tell you what, it's fine. Not everyone has got the vocabulary to talk about all the familiar and unfamiliar topics. Besides, there is no need to have information about everything so that you can answer all the questions. You need strategies. Okay guys, what we want to do today is to take a look at some of the latest IELTS speaking questions in part 3 in the different topics. And I will give you my answers to them. Then I will explain why I gave those answers, analyzing them based on IELTS criteria. Okay? So if you're ready now, we can get it started. So here we have some questions and some answers in the third part of IELTS speaking, and the topic is exercise. First, as you can see, we have 5 questions. I want to read the questions first. Then you can take your time, think about what you want to give as the answer to these questions, and then I can give you my own answer. So let's take a look at the questions here. The first question says, do you think children get enough exercise these days? The second question says, how can parents encourage their children to take more exercise? Question 3. What could be done to halt the rise of obesity globally? And the next question. Do you think exercise and good health is being given more importance in society now? Why? And the last question. Is there a difference between exercise that boys like and exercise that girls enjoy? So now you can take your time. Think about what you want to give as the answer to the questions. Think about the vocabulary or the structures you want to use. Then come back to me and I will give you my own answer. Okay then, now let's start with the first question. The question says, do you think children get enough exercise these days? Here's my answer. Actually not. Personally, I think that children spend too much time sitting in front of computers or televisions rather than being outside playing and working out. The sad thing is that a few years ago, children were way more active, while these days their exercise is only limited to the PE classes at a school. However, parents can either include kids in household activities or give gifts that promote physical activity in order to get them more physically active. Now the second question. How can parents encourage their children to take more exercise? To be honest, I don't think it's easy for all parents to encourage their kids to be more active. However, one possible way for parents would be to get involved in sports themselves and take their children along to join in. This is because if exercise is made fun for children and they can do it together with parents, it would probably result in children being more active. Besides, parents can raise awareness among their children regarding the advantages of working out, like the fact that they can build strong bones and muscles, control weight, and reduce the risk of developing health conditions in the future. Now question number 3. What could be done to halt the rise of obesity globally? In my viewpoint, first of all, the government plays an important part to try to persuade people to opt for healthier habits and make them realize how dangerous with the rise of obesity or overweight children as well as adults is. Besides, a proper education can be beneficial to promote a healthier lifestyle options in school where children learn about overall health, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and the health benefits of a healthy diet. Other than that, more facilities can be provided to encourage people to exercise more. For instance, free gym membership, access to more playing fields, parks, and green spaces. Now the next question. Do you think exercise and good health is being given more importance in society now? Why? I'm afraid not. Working out and having a balanced diet in order to maintain a good health is something that is missing in the society these days. This is because people are used to unhealthy eating and don't care if they gain too much weight, because the harder option is to make such lifestyle changes to your life. Moreover, people don't concern about their health until they get sick or suffer from a chronic condition, which will make them think about reconsidering their health habits. And now the last question. Is there a difference between exercise that boys like and exercise that girls enjoy? And here is my answer. I would definitely say yes. Usually boys tend to prefer doing more strenuous and active exercises which require more strength and stamina, such as football, boxing, or basketball. Whereas girls often prefer more relaxing and gentle exercises, like yoga or walking. Nevertheless, it also depends on the taste and personal preferences of each person. Okay then, now let's analyze my answers based on IELTS criteria. As you know, there are 4 different criteria in IELTS speaking. The first one is your fluency and coherence. The next one is your lexical resource, your vocabulary. The next one is your grammatical range and accuracy. And the last one is your pronunciation. Now, what we want to do today first is to look at the collocations and the vocabulary that I have used in my answers, which are marked in red. Because as you know, it is very important to use a range of collocations and idiomatic language if you want to get 7 and above in your lexical resource, one of the criteria. For example, in the first answer I have given, as you see, the first one is PE classes. I mentioned that, which is a lesson in which students do physical exercise at a school. Or PE actually is physical education. Or to promote physical activity, which means to further the progress of physical activity. Other than that, in the first answer, you can see, for example, to include kids in household activities, to make them do some activities at home. In the second answer, to raise awareness, which means to make somebody aware of something. To build strong bones and muscles. To control weight. Or to develop health conditions. Or for example, in the third answer, something plays an important part, plays an important role. It means it's important. Healthier habits. You can have healthy habits in your life. Or to promote a healthier lifestyle options. It means to have. Overall health, to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Or for example, in the next answer, having a balanced diet, I'm using some collocations related to the topic. Exercise, eating, to maintain a good health, to gain weight, to make lifestyle changes, to get sick, to get ill, or to suffer from a chronic condition. A chronic condition is a very long-lasting disease, a sickness you have. To reconsider your health habits, it means to think about them for a second time, to change them. And also in the next answer, I have used tend to. Tend to do something means to like to do something, to be interested in doing something. You can also say would like to, prefer to, or would rather. Active exercises. Strength and stamina. It means the ability to sustain prolonged physical or mental effort. And gentle exercises. So, I have used a range of collocations and vocabulary related to this topic, but if you don't know how to deal with this topic or any other topic, and if you find it unfamiliar, then in that case, you can just use some words that you know in a different topic by going off topic. It means that you link the given topic to a topic that you are better at. This is what you can do. Or you can fake your answer. You don't necessarily need to tell the truth all the time. It can help you a lot. And this is one of the strategies that we also teach completely in our speaking course. So if you want to learn the other techniques when you want to deal with unfamiliar topics, I do recommend you to use the speaking course. Now to talk about the next criteria, which is about the fluency and coherence, because as you know, in your fluency and coherence, it's very important to avoid self-repetition and self-correction, and what can help you a lot with that is to use some synonyms for the words, and it is related to the lexical resource criteria as well. This is actually something very important in that criteria, to paraphrase. For example, as you can see in blue in the first answer, the first word I have used is workout. Like in the question I was asked, do you think children get enough exercise these days? To get exercise or to do exercise. And instead of using the same word, I have used the word workout. Or in the second one, to result in, it means to cause, to contribute to. In the third one, to opt for healthier habits, it means to choose. Or overweight children, it means children who are not thin, who are a bit fat. Beneficial, like something which can be useful. Instead of useful, I have used the word beneficial. In the next one, to work out, just like the first answer. To concern about, to be worried. And other than that, as I was talking about your fluency and coherence, it's very important to use a range of connectives. Because if you only use and, so, but, because, these simple ones, you cannot get a very high score in your fluency and coherence. So try to use some good alternatives. Like for example, in my first answer, rather than, while, to show the contrast, however, either, or, in order to. In the second answer, however, this is because, besides, or in the next answer, as well as, or besides. Other than that, which means in addition to that, besides. Or in the next one, in order to. This is because, moreover. And in the last one, whereas, to show the contrast, or nevertheless, also, to add more information. So this is what you should do, to use a range of collocations, more connectives and discourse markers. Fillers and boosters can also help you a lot to fill up your gaps. For example, in my third answer, I have started my answer saying, in my viewpoint, first of all, and then I gave the answer. Or in the second one, to be honest, I don't think it is, and then I gave my answer. And you should use a wide range of complex grammatical structures, some pronunciation features, and to learn it all, I recommend you to use the speaking course or book your own speaking mock test with us, because you will get to know your score in each criteria and your overall band score. So this is what you should do if you want to boost your score in IELTS speaking. Very well, guys. Just like what we did today, you can look for some speaking questions, give your own answers to them, record yourself, and then analyze your answers. If you want to be evaluated by us, book an online speaking mock test with our examiners. It will make a very, very big difference. Trust me. I wish you best of luck and see you very soon.
Speaking course. This course is made up of 5 offline speaking videos in which you will learn all the necessary tips and techniques to take the IELTS speaking test with a high score.
Tell me about your family. Do you like...
In addition to that, you will have access to useful grammar and vocabulary resources. Once you finish your course, You will have one online mock test of speaking, along with comprehensive feedback under the same exam conditions.
Interesting question. A very
Join us to become our next successful candidate.